So last time we implemented our first feature for the package, but at the end I noticed that I wasn't able to ship because we added TypeScript and I now need to transpile to JavaScript. So I have to pay the complexity that I added. Um, and I want to pay that debt right now, because if I don't do so, this is how projects usually go to die when it starts to get too complicated to ship or do stuff. So let's do just that. So the goal of right now is to add a to compile from TypeScript to JavaScript, but this will compile to ES6 JavaScript, like the very edgy JavaScript. So we then, after that, need to transpile to edgy JavaScript to regular JavaScript. And fortunately for us, there's a tool, a bundler, that does that very easily. And we can solve that problem in about 20 seconds. And that bundler is called parcel. And so parcel is the most amazing thing ever. It works, it's based on Webpack, I think. Don't trust me on that one. And it comes by default with Babel. And Babel is what will allow us to go from edgy JavaScript to regular JavaScript. So so there you can see you have an object, you spread it, and this is JavaScript ES6 syntax, and this gets converted into this extends function, which is defined here by Babel. So this is amazing. And Parcel supports a ton of asset types, reason, CSS, CSS, TypeScript, whatever. By default, you can import SCSS into your TypeScript and it works. Like, this is just plain amazing. So we will use Parcel because there's no point in doing like a huge Webpack configuration for 3 lines of code. Why? And it does a really great job at bundling things in a very efficient way. So let's do just that. Yarn add parcel bundler as a dev dependency. And by the way, you can find how to use it in the getting started guide. And now I want to go to my package.json and add a build command that will run parcel build source index.ts. And that's one thing that is amazing with Parcel. You point it to your uncompiled file and it just handles it for you, like nothing to do. That's amazing. No more Webpack config. So there we go. What do we need to do? Yes, right now our library is inside our feature file, so I need to move it using some PHP Storm magic. And I need to export it first. Move at the dependency import and move that into index.ts. There we go. And I think we're good to go. Now if I run yarn build, so it will create an index file and a cache folder. This is the one we wrote by default. There we go. And so the cache, so you don't care about that, but so I need to go to my git ignore to add that cache because I don't want that to be committed. And the dist folder is already in, so we're good. And let me show you the result. And it's a huge mess. Oh, I need to unminify it. No, minify. And by the way, the arguments, I'm not making those up. You can go to the CLI options, minify, and there's a no minify option. So this will allow me to show you what it looks like. And right now, this is really messy. This is because Parcel does some stuff to make it available as a command.js module or a browser module. And it also adds my dependencies. Here, I'm requiring Lodash. And by default, if I did not bundle it, that would mean that the guy wanted to use my package would also have to install Lodash. And this might become problematic, like if I don't use the same type of import than he does, or he has some process to transpile his files with a specific setup, like this is gonna clash and pose problems. So I want to include those dependencies, and by default, Parcel does that. You can see, so this is actually all the Lodash code. Clone, come on. There we go. Lodash, custom build, blah, blah, blah. So it imported all the Lodash clone dependency into our bundle. So now we are sure that everything will work. And like it's still 47 kilobytes, so not much depth, and it should be even less once modified. Yeah, that's 10 kilobytes minified, so that's no one cares. Do be careful though. By default, it does bundle the dev dependencies and the dependencies, right? You might not want to bundle the dependencies. If you want to avoid that, you can choose a target and specify target node, and this will not bundle the dependencies. And I think we're good to go. So let's check that. I will use npm link, which will allow me to test my package from somewhere else on the computer without having to first publish, find out it doesn't work, and have to republish after. Like this would be messy. So I think I just have to type npm, oops. Ah, come on, I hit the thing. npm link. Okay, so what this does, is that it registers my package as if it was on the npm registry, but only on my machine. And now, when it's done, come on. What are you doing right now? Okay, so anyway, I need to add a test folder. So I will go one level up, make a directory, test Charlie's package, cd into that, and npm init, yes, so this generates my package, and npm link Charlie's factory. And so by doing npm link, I enabled my package to be linked using npm link and the package name into another folder. There we go, and that's what it's telling me. Like, I'm using the thing inside the test Charlie's package, I'm using Charlie's factory, the code from Charlie's factory that we are writing here. And so I will make a test.js file. Const factory equals require Charlie's factory that factory, because we are doing a named export, and console.log factory. Run it, name Batman, and this should log to me name Batman when I run the file. So let's save that, and now I will run this file. Yeah, name Batman. So our package is working. So let's do that. Let's ship it. npm publish, and I think I will get an error telling me that I need to bump the version, or I maybe already did it. I can't remember. Yes. Oh shit. So I actually published this one, which I really don't want to. So this, sorry about that. So I think you will see a new package. Yes, and I really don't want this one. So let's do npm unpublish. Oh yes, and I need to force. Yes, I know what I'm doing right now. It's just that I didn't know it like 10 seconds before. So this is actually the package that I want to publish. And now I might get the version bump error. Yeah, you cannot publish over the previously published version. So what it's telling me is that I need to bump the version number. And you could do that. You can do that using npm version. And it's not patch, it's semantic version. Oh fuck this research. Semantic versioning. Maybe I actually should have looked at the CLI docs. Minor, I think should work. npm version minor. And let me show you. So you can also do this in the package.json. I can also do that, but rather let npm do so. Nope. What's the problem? Oh, git directory not clean. Yes, we did not commit. Thank you, npm. Git status. So I updated to get me blah blah blah. Package dot, yeah, that's fine. Git ignore package JSON yarn. Yes, commit added parcel for builder. Okay, now I only have the source code. Okay, add that. Commit moved package to outside test file. Okay, and I think we're good. We are, and now I can do my version bump. Yes, and if we check, there we go, 0.2.0. And now let's publish this. Yay! So we shipped our first feature. So next video will be this feature. Split screen can be overridden. This will be quite simple. I might add a third one that I think of. And let me just prove to you that it works. There we go. We are at the 2.0. And I will also push to GitHub. Oh, I need to set the upstream, which I didn't do. There we go. We're all set. So we're done for today. So we just learned how to use Parcel to go from TypeScript to not edgy JavaScript in basically 3 minutes. So thank you as always. I would love to have your feedback on what could improve, and please subscribe and see you soon.